Hey, how's it going? John from Branson Cerakote here. I've gotten some questions lately about what exactly tacking out is. And I don't know if it's just a problem with verbiage or if people aren't quite understanding what we mean by that. What you basically are wanting to do, if you're adding more than one color of Cerakote, one layer on top of another color-wise, you're going to need to get those layers tack-free in between laying color on color on color. Otherwise, those colors will actually mix. So if you were to mix red and blue, you're doing a tattered flag, you will end up with a purple line where those two mix in together. So what you want to do is spray in the booth, hang it on a rack for about 8 to 10 minutes or so to let that solvent evaporate out and for that coating to level down into the V's that you cut in the sandblast cabinet, and then hang it in the oven. Depending on your oven, your oven may take a little longer, a little less. It's just the information I give out is the information that works in my oven at the temperature that we bake at. I tack everything out at 180 for about 8 minutes for polymer, maybe a little less depending, about 8 minutes to 9 minutes for aluminum, and sometimes 10 to 12 minutes for steel, like a thick barrel, a heavy barrel, something like that. So it just depends. What you're really looking for is when you open the oven up and you touch that surface, when it gets to the point where you're getting really close, you'll touch it and you'll just feel a little bit of stickiness left in the metal or the polymer. Once it gets to that point where it's no longer sticky, you touch it and your hand comes away and there's no tack left in it, that's when you want to yank it out. The one exception to that is going to be when you're doing a rifle barrel and you reach in there and you touch it and you've got that just barely a little bit of tack left, go ahead and yank it out because that barrel is going to hold a lot of residual heat and it'll finish curing on the rack. So that's what we mean by tacking something out or whatever. You just really want to make sure that you do that correctly. If you under tack it, you'll have problems if you try to stencil. You'll lay your stencils on that not quite tacked out layer, and when you go to peel those later, it'll just rip your layer off underneath it. If you go too long, then now you've really starting to harden it. If you go 15 to 20 minutes, that stencil is now started to hard cure, and you're going to have adhesion problems with layers going on after it. So hopefully that helps with questions about tacking out. If you have anything specific that I didn't cover or I didn't quite explain it right, leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer those. I try to answer every comment that comes through on our videos. So if you have any specific questions, just let me know. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to see us at BransonCerakote.com for all your stencil needs. Have a great day.